Welcome to JSS Nyanya 1. Today is the day 1 of my public art events project, Ask Yourself. Again, the value of education in Nigeria is put to the test. Students would love to see a Nigeria where religious differences and ethnic bias and segregation would be abolished and thrown away. Mentoring is a core value that this arm of the project addresses. This is being demonstrated here to Nigerians. Some students are enthusiastic, whereas others are onlookers. Now comes the time to explain the project to the students.
So we're doing a game, in fact, that way we'll answer questions. Can you read the questions? Who will volunteer to read them? Okay, okay, read the heading.
Let's play again. What do you want to say?
In Nigeria. So it's about Nigeria. You know where Nigeria is? Do you know where Nigeria is? Where is Nigeria?
In Africa.
We're in Nigeria. So at your age, you can know what you want to see in Nigeria. What is it that you like in people? What do you want? Do you want electricity or what do you want? So that is what you want. What do you want to see in Nigeria? You answer. Who will read the second one? Okay, you read.
Your level of home training and your attitude affects the decisions you make outside your home as a Nigerian.
Because one, if you are trusting, you will have a reward and you receive blessing from your seniors, elders, and from your parents.
Let God help us so that we can have freedom and peace. We can come together as one without even thinking about our religion, language, anything. Just come together as one and live as one happy Nigerians.
I want to pray for all this we have written on this word to come to pass.
I want to see it as a good project because it made the children to familiarize themselves with the work of art and also gave them the ability to think well. You know, what is art? Art is a total way of life, ability to create, an ability to make something out of nothing. And so these children are able to think and to bring something out of the question that was asked of them. I think it's going to have a good impact on the children.
Be mindful that this project is set out to remind us of who we are, what we want, what we think, how we think, and what we say about our situation in our country, and to suggest ways forward by creating and adopting the right attitude. What have we gained by spending our time with the leaders of tomorrow, as we call them? What can we expect from the future leaders? Ask yourself. Welcome to Wuse Market. What attracts you to the marketplace? Is it the collection of sounds, the variety in people? Ask yourself. Getting people to understand the project and encouraging them to make an input by bringing their own issues to the drawing board seems difficult. Here is the first respondent for the day, and this is what he had to say.
But if you write, you need me with copying it. But if you write it, then will be your right. Give you numbers, right? Yay!
The problem we have in Nigeria is numerous. One thing that affects us mostly is tribalism and religious sentiments. Yeah, if we can do away with this, I think Nigeria will be a great place. And another thing is that our country is very, very corrupt. We have to check this corruption of it. It is a cancer in the Nigerian society.
Still imploring people to make their inputs regarding the opinions raised on the drawing board. I take my time to speak with the public. Some think that this is a political propaganda. Others want monetary exchange for their views. Members of my team also take their time to guide the public, to read through the ground rules, and they tried to get them to understand and react to these issues that have been raised. This strategy seems to have worked out, as there was then an improved turn of events. The response became massive, and many are seen at the drawing board reacting and airing their views. Listen to what this Nigerian has to say about ethnic and religious differences.
I'm from Middle Belt, but most of people call us the Northern Hausa people. We are not Hausa and Madaba tribe from Nasarawa State.
A corrupt person is a corrupt person no matter where he comes from, and a good person is a good person no matter where he comes from.
The Igbo, the Hausas, the Yorubas might not be our challenges. The only thing Nigeria should do is to look at themselves as one person, no matter the tribe you come from, no matter the languages you speak. That should not be our challenges. Oneness, tolerance, peace, love is what will actually bring development to this country and bring a change to this country. If that is in stake, I think there's no problem in this country, and we'll live long and we'll become a great Nigeria like we used to know Nigeria to be before. Thank you.
The only thing I think we can do now to change this great nation is by improving our education. That is starting from the primary level, then we can move on to the secondary and the university level.
As I know the history of Nigeria, there used to be regret. It would have been better for me not to know the history. But since I know the history and can't see the situation of the present time, I used to feel ashamed. I'm from Imo State. What I feel, let Nigeria go back to parliamentary system so that from there we can learn from where we learn from our old British people who rule us.
I know we're lacking leaders, but you and I, if I am patriotic and you are patriotic and we're neighbors, and it starts from there.
It starts from there. It starts from there. You see, that is where that issue of love that I'm talking about comes in. It is in this country that you will see a rich man in the neighborhood with a poor man, but yet that poor man still sleeps in hunger.
In the same
that poor man still starves. You will believe with me that if the house of the rich man catches fire now, it is those poor people that will first attempt to him. So imagine if somebody will carry money or divert a fund that is meant for millions of people to his own account, automatically, indirectly, he is killing those people. There's no love. We are not patriotic.
You see, unity comes when everybody is okay. When you are hungry, we won't be talking about unity because we're talking about something to eat. That's why I wrote stomach infrastructure. We are talking about stomach infrastructure. People want what they can eat now to see the next day. They say, give us this day our daily bread. We are looking for daily bread these days. Nobody is talking about tomorrow. They don't care if the governor is going to build roads. They just want to eat, pay their children's school fees, and that's it. Since we are providing our own electricity, doing everything. If we can eradicate hunger first, then from there we can move on.
You may want to agree with me that the journey so far through Wuse Market has been fun. Education may be expensive, but ignorance is even more expensive. Today, we arrived at FCT College of Education, Zuba. We are meant to interact with students of the college, Nigerian youth. Our present location is the School of Vocational and Technical Education. We are specifically being hosted by the Department of Fine and Applied Arts. So I introduced the delegation of students assigned to work with us to the rest of the team. To make for better understanding of the project and proper participation, the art students joined my team to set up the installation within the arts department. Here, students are seen writing on the board, some are even drawing. To complement the students' responses, their teachers made inputs as well. Overall, students turned out to air their thoughts. Some Nigerians think that their opinions do not count and may never be taken into consideration. So why would they even bother?
Kumanima na bukata lekawo wende ze ya erike Nigeria. Wende ana nale taba mishiri rei komi ejaru.
We held on and awaited the youth to come forward with their relative suggestions for us all.
One of the causes of poverty is because people don't go to school, especially in northern Nigeria. You see that people, they are mostly farmers. Most people who go to schools in these northern states, they are migrants from other towns and other states that comes to the northern part of the country to school because of the cheap accommodation and the cost of living.
How can we achieve a better Nigerian? We, the youth, we should not allow someone that has been ruling always to be ruling us. We should allow youth to come up and do some things.
I want in Nigeria a nation where all citizens will be judged based on their potentials and their capabilities, not based on their linguistic features, their set of origin, and then not based on their religions. That is why I make this effort that time when I have written one of my little handbook, that let's all Nigerians come together, put their heads together, their hearts together, their hands together, and they should joyfully say we are united and say no to all those sort of discriminatory acts. So I believe with this, Nigeria will be a better nation. Thank you very much.
What I want to see in Nigeria is the youth willing us. If a youth is given a chance to rule, I think the nation will be better. So that let all this our father, grandfather sit down. They should just sit aside so that the youth will take charge, because there's a lot of corruption and all this corruption does not come from the youth. Do you understand? If they can step aside, let the youth take charge. The youth know what the fellow youth need. Do you understand?
Nigerian youth specifically want the youth to lead the country. And the visit to the College of Education in Zuba came to an end. And for the last phase of the events, we were at the Federal Secretariat and the Head of Civil Service of the Federation in Abuja to interact with corporate Nigeria and the policymakers. Listen here.
So what we are praying in Nigeria is that the law should be allowed to play itself, so that if a commandment appears before the court, you will expect nothing less than justice.
Law and justice system tends to be dragging you to be disciplined, and when somebody is not in his or her innate self-discipline, it is difficult to follow through with whatever law and justice system already exists in the country or in the system of operation.
Justice and law, irrespective of whether you're poor or rich, there should be adherence to the rule of law and the courts of law wherever in Nigeria, be it formal or informal. Even in our normal day-to-day life, we should be able to judge correctly.
Law, I think in particular, justice and law is important to me, because without this, I cannot be patriotic. Without this, I cannot give my all to this country, but once you know that the Justice and Law Department are fully functional, you'll be able to be a patriotic Nigerian without any selfish interests. That's my own opinion.
Ai ba abun da zamu yi da shiki na gaba ya riga ya gaba na baya sai labari.
I think we really need to ask ourselves. We have judiciary system, we have laws. What for? Some people may say what for. I think they are important to be there if, and I really say if, we are all concerned and we all feel involved with them. If we feel that we are part of the judiciary system, if we feel that we are part of these laws, not that they are just imposed to us and we have to follow, like this is it and you don't have a choice, you don't have a voice. As far as we have a voice and we can say we agree or we don't agree on what is it our opinion about it, if we are part of it, then I think it's really necessary and useful.
And the justice system is inefficient, and the law itself is inefficient. A situation whereby you have a thief entering your house, stealing all your properties worth of hundreds of thousands, if not millions, only for the thief to be tried and given 6 months in prison with option of fine of 5,000. It doesn't make any sense. It is not, there is no relationship between the punishment and the correctiveness, because the law is supposed to correct, you understand, the abnormalities in the society.
Creativity is what Nigeria needs. Quite all right, we need infrastructure, we need roads, we need light, but without creativity, we can't sustain some of this infrastructural development. We need Nigerians to be trained in those areas.
Team spirit, teamwork, team attitude in this group from the way they have conducted themselves here. And that's why I wrote heartily what I wrote there. What I wrote on the art, they are something that I believe in, not just faking it. I want to thank you very much. Thank you very much.